This is 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 5. Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. All right, before I begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashum, Yahushua, Ba'ashum, Rakach, Wadash, the bonds of the apostles, the bonds of the elders, the green millstone, Ruel, and touches truth. Much respect to you brothers out there who's preaching this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of earth. Tabernacle David, hopeful elect, and the speckled bird, and one says Shalom. Not sure what I'm going to title this lesson because it is given by inspiration of a quick conversation that me and the brothers had right after count. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Make sure that you rule your spirit. Make sure that you're walking in the spirit as you should. As I just read in 2 Corinthians 13 verse 5, to examine yourselves. If you're not proving yourselves, you're not walking the walk. You're not just talking the talk. Make sure that you walk in the walk, right? If you're not doing those things, you're probably most likely a reprobate, right? So make sure you check yourself. And the conversation that me and the brothers was going into, there was a individual that was once part of this camp, and I had great love for that brother, and because I had great love for that brother, matter of fact, I'm gonna get this right here. Proverbs 27 verse 5, open rebuke is better than secret love, right? When you have great love for a brother, you're gonna make sure, you're gonna pull him out the fire. Right? You're going to try to, at least. You can't walk the walk for them, but you're going to rebuke them. You're going to correct them. You're going to tell them how they should move through the spirit. And there was times where they took heed to it. And a lot of times, that fire, as the Lord speaks of, as the scriptures speak of in Revelation 3, right? The Lord rather for you to be hot or cold, not lukewarm. That brother had a very lukewarm spirit. Matter of fact, just keep it keep it to the point. Really, it's a cold spirit, man. Really cold. It was on fire, and then it just simmered down. We talked about when the dude, when he dyed his beard black. You can see. The Lord pretty much from then on, the Lord took the spirit from bro. But I'm also doing this lesson because, I heard through the grapevine his wife passed away last year. And I had great love for his wife too, man. She was like a little grandma, and go over his house, got the kids and stuff. Like a nice little sweet old lady, man, It's another reason I had great love for that brother. Cause I was like, man, cause she was very sick as well. I was like, hey, brother, the Lord can use you to heal your wife, but you gotta continue in this work, right? And so another reason why we continue in this work, so we can have a hedge of protection over our household, right? We don't want to see our, if it happens, it happens, We got to accept it. But if there's a chance for your loved ones not to pass away, for your loved ones to be in good grace in the hands of the Lord, and all you got to do is do this work, endure to the end, hell yeah, we going to do it, right? So Jake didn't want to do that. Really, when you fall off this truth, that really shows that you don't love your people, man. That's a scary reprobate spirit to be in, man. Right? So really at the same time as judgment and mercy and a warning, right? And hey, like I said, dude had on fire at first and then really simmered down and became cold. That's us also an example for for myself and the brothers within the camp, how not to conduct yourself. Make sure that you take heed. Right? Don't be that type of brother where you have to constantly, matter of fact, I'm going to get it real quick. In Proverbs 29 and verse 1, he that being often reproved harden his neck, right? You keep on getting on the brother And you see that he's not taking that wisdom, right? He's hardening his neck. He's being hard-headed, right? He's being stiff-necked. And what is rebellion? Rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. So the Lord is saying that's not the type of spirit to be in, right? Make sure you check yourself, right? You find yourself often being reproved because there's a certain time in your walk you shouldn't constantly have to be rebuked, right? You constantly have to be rebuked. That's the issue, man. You better go check yourself, right? Shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. You see that? And so eventually, the Lord gonna have to take you out because you have a very rebellious spirit. You want to do your own thing, and we can't have that type of spirit around it, right? I'm gonna get 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 5 in the NLT. Examine yourselves to see if your faith is genuine. You see, make sure you're on fire. Make sure as a man you're doing what you're supposed to do, moving through the spirit. Right? It says, test yourselves. Surely you know that Yahushua Hamashiach is among you. If not, ye have failed the test of genuine faith. You see that? So you want to make sure you have genuine faith. You want to make sure that you're on fire, right? Pick a side. Not to be lukewarm. Make sure that you're hot. Make sure you're doing the work as you should. Examine yourself. Make your call and election sure. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Matter of fact, a couple of days ago, I did that lesson on that one Jake, or appeared to be Jake, caught literally with his pants down, right, in the car, right, and up to their version of Hooters or drive-through Hooters or something, with his pants down, and he couldn't take the shame, right, and he ended up taking himself out, right, self-transition. And you wouldn't be in that position if you will rule over your spirit. You see, when we get into this walk, we learn that we have to rule over our spirit, right? You don't want to be in that type of situation where you get people memeing on you and, you pretty much defame your family name by doing a wicked act. You don't want to be in that type of mindset, situation, I should say. Right? So to really avoid that, make sure you rule your spirit, right? So rule your spirit now more so than ever, especially in these last days, right? Let's see, Proverbs 13 and verse 1, a wise son heareth his father's instruction, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. You see, and the apostles and elders and brothers on down, they're spiritual fathers unto us, right? They tell us how to conduct ourselves, how to move, how to walk, right? Not to be zombies, right? Make sure make sure you checking yourself. Make sure you checking your brothers, right? All right. But a scorner here of not rebuke. You find if you're head of camp or, however the Lord have you, you got men under you, right? You telling a brother what to do. And you constantly have to rebuke them. Well, you may have to get a counsel, get it together. All right. Is this brother going to get things together? No. All right. If he's not, he got to get out of here because there ain't no time for that type of spirit. Right. Let's see. Proverbs 14, verse 16. A wise man feareth and departed from evil. You see? It's like you count it as wise. If you fear the Lord, you take heed unto that wisdom, right? And you depart from evil. But a fool rageth and is confident, right? A fool has confidence in his rebellion. And so he's going to be destroyed, man. Matter of fact, Proverbs 26 and verse 1. As snow in the summer and as rain in harvest, so is honor is not seemly for a fool. Honor is not seemly for a fool, you see. A fool does not have honor. A fool is not going to listen to the men of the Lord, right? So, hey, that fool is going to have a dishonorable death. And you don't want to move like that, man. right? Matter of fact, Proverbs 26 and verse 3, a whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, and a rod for the fool's back, right? Since they want to be disobedient, reprobates, right? The Lord is going to get at them. It's going to jack them up, right? Let's get some of these scriptures. Matter of fact, I thought I had more, but it's Psalm 68. It's like it's Psalm 66 and verse 8. Oh, bless our power, ye people, and make the voice of his praise to be heard, right? Which holdeth our soul in life, and suffer not our feet to be moved. For thou, O power, have proved us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried. The scriptures speak of, right? We're being tried as gold. We're being tried as silver and gold, right? When you put the gold and the silver in that fire, right, you shape it to whatever shape you want it, but you also taking out the impurities, right? And that's what the Lord is doing with us within this walk, right? He's building you up. The Lord required more of you, right? You know, the Spirit should be on you to grow every year, grow every day, every year, right? The Lord requires for you to grow. Don't get mad when a brother tells you, you know, hey, brother, the Lord requires you to do this. Make sure you check yourself, right? You're going through a little something. Make sure you check yourself. Make sure, you know, yeah, you're going through it, but make sure you still doing your lessons, going out there on the highways and byways as you should. Make sure you check yourself. Thou brought us up into the net and laid us affliction upon our loins. You see, the Lord is the one that did that unto us. You know, and me using this as an example, you know, whatever you going through, right? This is to get you up. This is to build you up. This is to make you really appreciate the kingdom to come. Make you realize that this ain't life. This is hell, right? Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. We went through the fire and through water, but thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place. And that's the ultimate goal, man. To bring us into that wealthy place, right? Reminds me of, you know, the scripture in 2nd Ezra 7, right? Fire on one side, water on the other side. You know, the Lord's going to bring us into that very beautiful place, which is the kingdom of heaven, right? But you got to go through that straight and narrow path. Going through that straight and narrow path, right? It's going to have some bumps and bruises, right? But, hey, make sure you checking yourself, right? You don't want to end up like, you know, brother individual that we knew in our camp, man. You know, didn't take rebuke, didn't want to do their lessons. Eventually, didn't want to come out there on the highways and byways, right? That's a reprobate spirit. You don't want to conduct yourself as that, right? Let's see, Proverbs 25 and verse 4. Take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel for the finer. You see that? Take away the dross. You want to ask the Lord if there's any impurities within my spirit, within my soul. Hey, Lord, take that away. Make sure I'm doing that which is pleasing unto you, right? Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. And that's eventually what the Lord is going to do. You know, the wicked all together, right? Righteousness is going to be established in the kingdom of heaven, right? So right now we just got to endure this wickedness, this wicked ass kingdom, and endure and pray to the Lord that we're of the first fruits. Once again, doing what we're supposed to be doing, walking in the spirit as we should, right? Seeking the kingdom of heaven. And the Lord gonna bless you for that. But if not, you want to do your own thing, you know, a little Miles Morales meme. I'm gonna do my own thing. All right, you in that type of spirit? All right, go ahead and see what's going to happen. All right, that means you got dross in you, and you love the dross. You love smooth, buttery words. You want to do your own thing. Right? Matter of fact, I got it up here. Proverbs 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto the man, but the end thereof are the wages of death. You see? I want to do my own thing. I know the brother told me I'm supposed to do my lessons. I know the brother told me this and that. But, I'm going to move how I want to move. Or, I'll listen for a little second. And then, weeks later, I go back to doing it. That's a reprobate spirit, man. And being in a reprobate spirit leads unto death. All right, so check yourself now more so than ever in these last days. All right, so Yahweh desires an edifying lesson. Want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushua, Ba'asham, Ragach, Wadash, the monster of the apostles, the monster of the elders, the great millstone, well, and touch the truth. Awa, Abba, Baba, Shalom.